John and Lemon, we're feeling our best. Talking shop, but taking it slow. Crafting life as we go. From laughs to tools, from brews to skies, we're squeezing joy, no need to try. It's life with a twist of lemon. Two best friends and a vibe you can lean on. Tales, ideas, and a pinch of delight. We're bringing sunshine day or night. It's life with a twist of lemon. Two best friends and a vibe you can lean on. Tales, ideas, and a pinch of delight. We're bringing sunshine day or night. Life with a twist. Life with a twist. Life with a twist of lemon.
You look like you
Jonathan,
got some sun, Stanley.
I did. Yes, I did. I went to a lacrosse game this morning, and then I went to, actually, yesterday I went to a track meet, then a lacrosse game this morning, and then I went for a bike ride. So I spent a lot. I'm a little crispy because of those three adventures.
On the plus side, it looks like you got most of the sun at one of the non-helmet wearing activities. So
yeah, the line. I need a new helmet. Actually, it's funny you bring this up. I need a new helmet. Did you know that car seats expire?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know that everybody knows that, but apparently helmets expire for basically the same reason that car seats expire. So
Makes sense.
my helmet is 8 years old, which might be a little old. I bought it because I was driving to go to a trail and I forgot my helmet. So I swung into a bike shop and bought it. I remember very clearly. It was shortly after I moved into this house.
That means my bike helmet is probably close to the same amount of years old, if not older. So I should probably get a new one too if I ever make it on the bike this year.
If you're gonna make it on the bike, John. I know you are.
It's just been so windy. Now it's raining. But
so I basically strategize around the weather at this point. I'm just like, we'll plan around, like, I'm just going to look at the calendar. If there's no rain, I'm going for it. It doesn't matter what it is. I was trying to look up here on my phone and tell you what I am at for mileage. We'll do the over under. What do you think? What do you think I am for annual mileage?
I don't know. You've been
April
going
12th.
like close to 30.
April 12th.
You've been going close to 30 miles every time you've been out. So I'm going to go.
It's been about 25 actually. It's been about 25 actually. Yeah.
Let's say 170.
Ooh, you overshot. Are we playing Price is Right rules?
That's because I had 30 in my mind, Stan.
So the shortest that I've done is 24. The most until today had been 26 and a half. Today I did 32. So the total for the year is, drum roll, 156.09 miles.
Okay.
So I feel like that's pretty good for basically the second week of April.
That is extremely good, Stan.
Oh. It's funny though. I haven't done anything that I would consider short, but today's ride was very different. I went at I think Strava said endurance pace, which I think is Strava's way of saying you were slower today. But I went for a ride with Mrs. Lemon, and she doesn't
Probably shouldn't say these things, Stan, because like she's gonna kick it into gear and leave you in the dust.
Oh yeah, not the way that today went. I told her it was great. I was able to do some intervals, and I tacked on an extra 2 miles while she was resting at one point. So it's all good. It's all good. Like it all worked out.
Has Noah gone out with you yet?
No, and I don't know if Noah listens to the podcast, but Noah is definitely jeopardizing my 2026 goals. So I said 35 cycling rides, 15 with Noah. And I guess I've got to be 5 or 6 in the bag now, and 0 with Noah. So,
and you've been enjoying it, and you've been exploring new parts of your trails. So my guess is you exceed your 35 miles, 35 rides.
I think there's a decent shot. Okay. So here's what I was reflecting on today. So if you remember last year, I had this goal of hitting a 50-mile ride, and I did like 49 and a third or 49 and a half, somewhere in there, right? Like it was just short of it. And I was completely gassed. Today I did the 32, and I swear to you, I could have done another 10. So I think I have to spend some time dialing in on the pacing, because the last few times I've gone out, right, I've been like, let's see how hard I can push for 20, 25 miles. Today, I was riding with Mrs. Lemon, different pacing. Like I was cruising. Again, Strava called it endurance miles. So then I got to thinking, like, if I paced 50 out this way, I bet I wouldn't be gassed,
Yep.
But knowing me, I'll do it when it's in like the peak heat of early August, right?
Right. Because that's how you roll.
That's how I roll.
Maybe you should shoot for it for like next week.
Oh, dude, we've got rain coming in.
You got all the rain that I currently have.
Yeah, exactly. It's coming this way. And I don't, if there's a break in it, but the other thing is, like, on a weeknight, you can only do so much.
Right.
And I'm going to be gone next
50
weekend.
should take you at a comfortable pace 4 hours.
Yeah, hopefully. I would hope it'd be a little less, actually, but yeah, let me think about this. What would I think it should be under 4 hours, Sean. I'm gonna, like, for riding time, I'm gonna have a break somewhere. At 50 miles, like, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna make sure my tuckus still feels okay,
Fair enough.
But I'm still trying to find new bibs. The pair I got from Pearl Izumi, not great. I got a pair of I think they're called black bibs. I think that's right. I'm trying to remember.
I have no idea.
Name. I posted a picture on Instagram of the reviews for these, because I
think I saw that.
Okay. Let me see if I can find this while we're talking, because this was pretty amazing. They're called the black bibs, the with a capital T. And when I clicked, so first of all, I go to buy these, and they have 5.0 ratings, right?
Okay.
And there's a guy named Daz. Daz, I don't know who you are, but I would love to meet you. I'd love to ride with you, is what it is. This is what Daz says. He goes, "These bibs are perfect for a Clydesdale cyclist like myself." He says, "I'm not a big guy, not an XC Whippet. I'm not a fluffy build either. Not that there's a problem with that. I'm built like a football defensive end that's softened up to lineman weight. I'm working on that. My powerful glutes, quads, and hamstrings had most bibs shifting downward. This forced a reverse Picard maneuver. This had me constantly pulling my previous bibs up. The black bibs stay put, under load, hard pedaling, and general fat guy biking. The black bibs also work excellent as a base layer if you prefer the mountain bike baggy look over the middle-aged man in Lycra mammal look. The black bibs are big man approved." This is a fantastic review, right? Like, first of all, he opens up, perfect for a Clydesdale cyclist like myself.
Yeah.
That's awesome, right? But then this forced a reverse Picard maneuver. He's a Trekkie too, right?
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know. It's just great. I was all for this. So I bought a pair of these. They're pretty decent. They're only like $50. They were nothing. I got another pair of Castelli's coming. We'll see how they fit, but I might be all in on the black bib.
All right. Well, good for you, Stan. And hopefully they last you another 8 years like your first one.
No. Listen, I gotta replace these sooner, man. I was looking at the last pair that I wore before I started trying to find a new pair, and the pad is like, it's starting to crumble, man. Like, I can feel it in there.
Not good.
Yeah, it's too long, right? So I've been asking myself, like, is it hours? Is it time, like, over the span of time, or is it miles that I should use to gauge bib replacement? So metric one miles, we're probably, I'm gonna say 3,000 miles on these bibs. Seems like a bit much, right? Okay. Metric 2 hours. I mean, hold on, let me just do the math here. So I'm gonna say, we'll say like 200 hours. Okay, 200 hours. That's a lot of time, right? Ask yourself, like, no, I'm not going to ask that. And then the last is like total span of time, right? Because I'm guessing that these polyethylene or whatever's break down. That's 8 years. I just think all those metrics are in the wrong spectrum.
There's probably a number of washes metric in there somewhere too.
Oh yeah. Well, wonder. Let me just. I'm going to guess 120 washes. All right. I see you drinking a glass of wine. Tell me, because
Yes,
I think you opened this bottle up right before we started. What are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking a Pina Grenache, so
Ooh.
a Spanish Grenache, which I have had this bottle before. It's from the Wall Street Journal wine box that they sent me, and I really like it. I can read the back if you want me to.
Yeah, do it, man.
Every year, Calatiad celebrates the festival of San Roque when everyone dresses in their tribe or club pina colors. These pinas are
Mm.
based on hobbies, professions, and in our special case, the grape that calls Calatiad home, Grenache. Dressed in purple, we dance and sing through the town streets, celebrating the region's rich winemaking history. This is the Wild West, a landscape almost like the moon, but somehow gnarly old bush vines thrive in this harshest of environments. Our Grenache is what Spain does best. With rich dark fruits on the nose and spicy chocolate and mocha on the palate, it packs an elegant punch. Drink with lamb cutlets or a succulent cut of steak and become the newest member of Pina Grenache.
So you happen to be alone batching it up right now. Did you
True.
make yourself lamb cutlets for dinner?
I did not. I don't know that I have ever cooked lamb. Maybe ground lamb.
What about steak? Did you have steak?
I did not. I had chicken.
You had you're by yourself and you had chicken?
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like your decision making was questionable at best.
Maybe. I've got another week, Stan, so.
All right. Well, you should eat lots of red meat. I feel like you'll live your best life eating lots of red meat.
All right.
All right. So I'm actually having a glass of something called Sonnence. It is a Napa Valley wine, vintage 2023. It's just labeled as a red blend. The tasting notes are plum, definitely plum, chocolate, very subtle on the front of the palate, and violet, which I get absolutely none of.
Okay.
Now, I'm also not like I don't get anything floral, is what I should say, because I don't know that I would be able to on a cold smell, cold meaning like I've not smelled anything else, identify violet.
Fair enough.
Like, do you think you could call out violet?
Probably.
Man,
If
I don't
it
know.
was there.
I'm not getting anything floral today. It's not a bad wine. It's just kind of like a little.
So violet's going to come off more perfumey than.
Yeah,
anything
maybe.
else.
I don't know. Maybe. It's if it's there.
I'm
it's
thinking violet
subtle.
and smelling my wine, so like you've got me all thrown off.
Ah, there you go. You have a violet wine. While so I've been trying Firstleaf. I think I told you about this.
Yes.
Okay.
You sent me things.
So I have the case I got had a rosé Grenache.
Yes.
Holy cats, Jonathan. Like, it was spectacular. And I decided, I don't know what made me think that on Friday afternoon, I was going to start with this bottle, but I did. And I had a fantastic Gemini experience, which I posted about on LinkedIn, but I figured I'd tell you about it now and just get your reaction. So I'm actually in a meeting. I'm meeting with one of my coworkers and talking about stuff. And I look at my watch and I'm like, oh, shoot. If I'm going to have a rosé, I need to get that sucker chilled. Right.
Yep.
And so I look at my youngest child and I tell her, go get the bottle of pink from downstairs, take a picture of it with Gemini, and ask how long this particular bottle needs to be chilled for and how long before, I'm going to drink it, it should be pulled out, right? These are really important aspects. And I'm no fool. Like, I think this could be different based upon bottle, right? Maybe there's something about the rosé of Grenache that is fundamentally different here,
Sure.
So my youngest, who is a aspiring sommelier, goes downstairs I haven't racked it yet. It's a box of the last shipment from Firstleaf. She pulls out the pink bottle, comes upstairs, takes a picture with Gemini, and what happens next, John?
Gemini says no.
Gemini says no. It actually said, like, you are underage, because it knows this from her Google profile, right? And that I can't answer you. And I was kind of tickled by that, to be honest with you. Now, she was smart. She grabbed my phone, plugged in my password, which she knows, opened up ChatGPT, took a picture, got the answer she needed, put it in the fridge, and then set a timer so she could extract it. Because I gave her like a 4:30 p.m. target time for her first pour.
There you go.
So I'm not sure what's
I like
more
it.
impressive, the robots or the 11-year-old.
Probably the 11-year-old.
Probably 11-year-old. Interestingly, she inquired if she needed to decant this one, which I was pretty pleased that she asked, right? She knew it was different. And I told her, no, we don't need to decant the rosé, but we just got to keep it chilled. So, but
I like it.
that was spectacular. It was a spectacular wine. Then I had Kohlmeier guests, not you, but I had Kohlmeier guests.
Not me.
And
probably
I
not gonna
had
see me this year, Stan. Maybe in November.
John, but say it's not so. I had a Tempranillo from Spain
Nice.
that I opened up, and Mrs. Kohlmeier liked. So
I believe that.
All right. It was a 2024. It was delicious. Lots of flavor, just really great mouthfeel. Then night 2, while she was here, I opened up a Shiraz from I'm sorry. I did not do the Shiraz. It was a Malbec from Mendoza. And that one fell flat. Like, I don't know if it was just too young. It was a 2024. But it just didn't, there was nothing going on. Today, as I mentioned, the Sonnets red blend from Napa Valley, which totally approachable. But I'm all this to say, Jonathan, I like this Firstleaf stuff.
Okay. Maybe I'll check it out. I haven't been annoyed by Wall Street Journal wine yet. If they keep sending me bottles that I've already had, then maybe I will.
I would say the last discovery box was less of a discovery than I expected it to be. And it's every 3 months that they send a discovery box. Firstleaf will send you a box at whatever schedule you want, right? So you choose. Sure. They've got a pretty banging app too. I was pretty pleased with the app, and you know me, like if the app is good, I'll do almost anything. But
at what point do you just start buying your own cases of wine, Stan?
I mean, I have done that, but I like trying new different things. The kicker here, for me at least, is I get different stuff, and they're adapting what I'm choosing based upon like or dislike.
Yeah.
And the Wall Street Journal stuff is just kind of like, here's the discovery box for this month, boom, and you're off to the races. So I think I like this better so far. I'll say this too. I plug all of the bottles I buy into the app Cellar Eye. I rack it and I record it. And I've noticed, interestingly, that all of the Firstleaf stuff is basically at the beginning of its drinkable period. Probably 70% of the Wall Street Journal stuff is in a hold state. So I don't know what's backing their decision making. It could just be age. I would hope it's like age and region and what happened that year. But that's also been interesting to me. And again, I don't know what to make of it. So
interesting. On Facebook, I had a memory about a bottle of wine from before I drank wine. It's when product placement got me the 9 years ago after the Chicago Cubs won the World Series. So I have a 2016 Chicago Cubs World Championship wine that is still on my cellar. At this point, it's probably well past its peak drinking state, but I'll have to come up with a reason to open it sometime.
What would the Cubs have to do this year to just force you to open it?
I mean, if they win the World Series, I would open it for sure.
Okay, but that's probably not going to happen.
Probably not this year.
Okay.
I don't know, Sam. I think that is one that I probably want to open with other people.
What do you think the odds? Do you remember what you paid for the bottle?
My guess is probably around $20.
What do you think the odds are this is a decent bottle of wine?
Very, very slim, especially 9 years later.
Yeah. Well, I bet you've got a strong raisiny, maybe syrupy texture to it.
At best, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Cab Sav, so.
Okay. All right. Well, there's that. I I don't know if you have other friends that you drink wine with, but I would recommend that you have them over when you pop this.
Right.
Basically, not me. Not me.
At this point, I think there's probably a 50% chance that we taste it and we pour the rest down the drain. But
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's to the Cubs, Jonathan.
there we go.
I guess my Pirates have been playing. I don't know though. I haven't. Here's the crazy thing.
When was the last time you watched baseball, Stan?
When was the last time I watched baseball? Well, we went out to Pittsburgh a couple of years ago and we went and saw a game in person.
Was this before or after they ruined the National League?
Oh, it was after. The National League's been ruined for a long time.
Well, like with the designated hitter and the
Yeah. That's Jonathan.
play clock.
You're behind. That's been going around for a while.
So the first game I went to where I saw that, I was out in Boston actually.
The play clock has been in play since what was the guy? Oh, he was the angry guy. He used to throw the bases for the Cubs. The coach. Oh my gosh, Chicago Cubs coach throws bases. What was his name? I cannot believe
I can picture him. I can't remember his name.
No. Oh. This is gonna kill me when I. All right, it's not coming up. Let's coaches. This is gonna bug me until we find it. And oh, you know what? This is where AI is so stupid. Chicago Cubs head coach
Lou Piniella.
Lou Piniella. Yeah, Lou Piniella. Do you remember Lou Piniella?
Of course.
Gosh, he was a cantankerous son of a gun. Yeah, he. I'll never forget this. This is how long ago this was. I was still in Pittsburgh when they started doing the play clock. Right?
Really?
And yeah, man. Because I remember the first year that happened. Lou Piniella was still coaching, and he did timeout. Was going to go talk to the pitcher on the mound, and he took his sweet time. It was the first game after this was all in motion. And I'm telling you, like, you have never seen a man walk so slow to the pitcher's mound as Lou Piniella did. And it was, I don't know, it's kind of magic. I appreciate how much he was like, giving it to the man, as it were.
Right.
Okay, as far as me and baseball, though, just to be clear, a couple of years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, we went to a Pirates game when we were out in Pittsburgh. Not last summer, but the summer before, I had actually a partial season ticket plan to the Indianapolis Indians, the feeder for the Pittsburgh Pirates. It is difficult to stream a Pirates game here because of blackouts.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Oh, and even a few years back over spring training, I actually went down to Bradenton, Florida, took the whole family during one of our Disney trips, and we went and saw the Pirates play there. So
nice.
I am still nominally a Pirates fan, but here's the interesting thing about this year. T-Mobile gave me a free MLB TV subscription, so I could potentially watch a game.
If it's not blacked out.
If it's not like that, yeah.
You're probably more likely to be able to catch it on Apple TV.
At this point, yeah, on a Friday night, yeah. Yeah, this is, sometimes I think to myself, like, there's a part of the Pirates that is nostalgic for me from the early days of my marriage.
Yep.
But maybe I should just pick a different team, Like, Pittsburgh doesn't even like the Pirates anymore. And they've got the crappiest owners in the entire major leagues.
Fair enough. Well, we went out to a Reds game since you've been in Indiana.
I was in Seymour. That was over 8 years ago, Jonathan.
Yep. It was cold. It was snowing. But we had great truffle fries beforehand.
Wait. It was snowing when we went to that game?
There were flurries in the first couple innings, yeah.
Gosh, I don't remember that. That's actually not a bad park.
No, that's a cool little district around the park, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. God, we went to like Yard House or something, which is a chain, but I don't remember there being a ton of them back then. Now I feel like they're everywhere. But okay, just some live dates for you. March 2024, we went to Bradenton to see the Pirates. The last game where I saw the Pirates play was in late July of 2023 at PNC Park. The Phillies were playing and the Pirates beat them. So there you go.
All right. Where do you have this document?
Calendar, man.
Okay.
Everything's in my calendar. I am so religious about my calendar that I can type in the word Pirates and tell you exactly every game that I've ever seen, probably.
All right.
you remember the time that I told you I saw Randy Johnson get into a fight with, I think it was like Doug McClavich or something like that. Remember that?
I don't.
Oh, this is a fantastic story. So, just for the record, the whole point of this was the calendar, right? So, it was June 9th, 2008. It was a 12:35 game. All right. And Mikhlevic is at bat. I think he was like a 5-tool guy. He rotated through, but for some reason I feel like he was playing shortstop at this particular game. He's up to bat. He's not a tall guy, but he was old school, man. Like he wore the stirrups and the whole 9 yards, right? And Randy Johnson's pitching again, Diamondbacks. This is the end of his career, and there was something. The Pirates are struggling, but there was something that Johnson did that ticked off Mikhlevic, and he dropped his bat and he ran after Johnson on the mound.
Nice.
And Johnson's like 5 feet taller than he is. Okay. But the beauty of it was both dugouts cleared out, whole big brouhaha. It was absolutely exciting. And the other thing that I remember about this game, because again, it's a midday game, it's 12:35, and this is a Monday. It's a Monday. It's a 12:35 game on a Monday. Nobody goes to these things, right? And
well, at that time, nobody was going to games anyway in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, especially in Pittsburgh. but like a Monday 12:30 game, that's just not like normal people won't go to this one. So there were a couple of old guys that were sitting just adjacent to us. We were between the home plate and first base, probably like 7 or 8 rows up from the line, right? Pretty close.
Yep.
And these guys were just heckling Randy Johnson like none other, over and over again. And because there's no one in the park and they were loud, Randy could hear them and he would turn and look and react. And I just like, to me, that is my favorite, probably my favorite baseball game of all time.
Nice.
Yeah. Another one that jumps out, like we saw Joe Torre when he was at the Dodgers play, and we were like, I think we were in row 2 that game. That was pretty cool. This is like maybe his first. When did Joe Torre? Hold on. When did Joe Torre go to the Dodgers? Because I feel like this had to be early in. He went in 2007, and so he managed the Dodgers for 3 seasons from 2008 to 2010. I think it was the same year. 2008 was a great year for baseball. And then who was the Nationals pitcher that was? Oh my gosh, this is going to drive me nuts too. Washington Nationals pitcher, fast, won World Series. Strasburg. We saw Strasburg. That was in 2010, though. He came to Pittsburgh. This is a great time. This is a great time for baseball. But in that stretch, we also saw Richard Kind, the actor, at a Pirates baseball game. It was late. It was raining. It was cold, and we were going to watch the whole game. And it turns out that he's from Pittsburgh, and he's a Pirates fan, and he was in the stadium, just the section over, and he had taken, I call them jewel bags because I'm from Chicago, but like grocery bags, and he had put his feet in them and put them into his shoes to keep his toes dry. This is Richard Kind, the actor from Mad About You.
Yep.
Right. And we were like, Sarah spotted him, and I think this had to have been, well, 2008, I would have had the original iPhone. So I think I like looked up, who is this guy? Cause she's like, he's from Mad About You, blah, blah, blah. Right. We found a picture on that itty bitty tiny screen, compared it. At the end of the game, she walks up to him and she says, Mr. Kind, I just wanted to let you know, you make me laugh.
Nice.
Yeah. How about that? Right.
What was the response?
I think he chuckled and said, well, it's nice to meet you, or something like that. Like it was we were so cold. It was so windy. Like it just was, yeah. It was as we were leaving, if I recall right.
Nice.
But though I would say from 2006 to, I'm going to guess 2010, we went to a bunch of Pirates baseball games, saw some really great ones. Like that's what I look at that period of time, 2006 to 2010. That's how I became a Pirates fan, because we went to the park and the Pirates were not good, but the team hadn't, like, I don't know. They always felt like they were on the precipice of not sucking,
Right.
So
I don't know if
how
I
do we get
have
on baseball.
I don't remember, Because I asked you when the last time you watched baseball was. So, but I don't remember why.
You were going to say, though.
I was going to say, I don't know if I have any games that specifically stick out because of the game. With the exception, and I was probably 10 years old, I saw Sammy Sosa playing in Milwaukee, so it must have been County Stadium at the time, during the Sosa McGuire home run race.
That was epic.
Yeah.
That was epic.
So I saw that. Also sat on a rooftop. My dad had won tickets, sat on a rooftop at Wrigley, down the first base line. So that was pretty cool.
I've never been to Wrigley.
Well, maybe you should go, Stan.
Someday, right? Yeah. I saw Barry Bonds once, actually a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I only saw Barry Bonds as a coach, not playing.
So Pittsburgh would boo him like none other because he had been a Pirate, right? And he left, like he was a drama queen. Team was starting to get good. A whole bunch of just like noise, and then he left for big money, right? And so the city hated him. I mean, they absolutely hated him. And the first game we were there, the whole crowd just erupts booing at this guy, and I didn't know anything, right? I'd stopped watching him. I'd stopped watching baseball back in, was it 98 with the big strike? And I had been a Detroit Tigers fan up until that point. So I didn't know anything. Yeah, crazy times, man. Crazy times.
Well, Stan, maybe we should meet in Milwaukee and take Aaron Finker to a game.
That would be a blast. We could take Aaron, maybe even AJ along too, and catch a game. And I'll buy tickets so that they're not in seats that I hate. Yeah.
Have you been to Miller Park?
I have not. I would like to.
That's a nice stadium too.
Yeah. Is that so? Like
it's American Family Field now, but
it'll always be Miller Park, right? It's just like Acrisure Stadium is still Heinz Field for me,
right?
So PNC Park was built in like the style of old baseball parks, but with conveniences. And the Red Stadium is like just before PNC Park, so it kind of has the beginnings of that. Is that the style that Miller Park was built in? Do you know?
Miller Park is very much modern. They got the retractable roof. The seats in the outfield actually angle away from the field, so they could multi-purpose it for shows and things like that.
Listen, multi-purpose stadiums are the worst thing in the world. They're absolutely, like people who hate sports build multi-purpose fields.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
In general, if you don't sit, in
that
outfield,
one section
in the outfield, you're fine.
Well, at least baseball is not, people's sport. So, okay. Let's shift gears a little bit. I had a thought. I wanted to pick your brain.
Okay.
Dear listener, there's been no preparation for Jonathan for what's about to happen.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right. I do believe that the Twisties say you don't talk enough, right?
One of them listened to the TV episode and said that I talked much more during that episode.
Right. You came in about 25% of total word count.
Right.
So last week you regressed a little bit. You went down to, do you know what the change was?
I have no idea.
23%.
Okay.
A little bit of regression. So we're gonna skew it back towards Kohlmeier today with a little segment that I'd like to call Ask the Kohlmeier.
Ask the Kohlmeier.
Ask the Kohlmeier. Here's today's
I'm not
topic.
a man of many words. I observe, I listen, and I ask questions.
There you go. So I'm doing the asking today.
All right.
And your job, you are not allowed to answer any question with yes, no, or maybe.
Well, don't ask questions then.
Your job is to supply at least one tweet's worth of words for an answer. Okay.
All right.
So if I ask you a question, it's yes or no. I don't know. Is it? You can't say X's. Like that just sounds weird. If I ask you a question and your answer is yes, you have to explain why. Okay. These are the rules of the segment. Okay?
That's two questions, but okay. You make the rules.
It's my segment. I make the rules. It just happens to be about you. All right.
All right.
Here we go. Today's segment is going to be about how you use your Macintosh.
Okay.
Okay. And let's just lay the ground rules by first starting with Jonathan, when did you first use a Mac?
I first used a Mac in memory, probably 1992.
And what were you doing?
I remember specifically there was this Indiana Jones game where we had to swap out the floppy disk. And what else? So my
Your-
dad
Your
got
dad
like,
had one?
yeah.
Okay.
And so he got like the giant hard disk thing that it sat on top of too. So so I remember that. I think I remember Mavis Beacon or some kind of
Oh,
typing thing going on then.
yeah. Yeah. Mavis Beacon.
Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego was another one.
Classic.
And I very much remember the swapping the floppies in and out.
Okay. All right. So first, that's pretty early on. That's earlier than I would be able, like in my lifetime, be able to say I used a Mac. You eventually start using Windows computers, though, right?
Eventually. So there were a couple of Mac iterations after that. Really, it was the Performa that ended that. And
The Performa ended everything.
then my dad bought a Windows desktop.
Yeah. Performa was one of the best things that ever happened to Microsoft. Good Lord.
And then we were on Windows. I mean, we were on Windows through me being in high school. So that would have been 2007. At some point, I buy a laptop that had Windows Vista on it, but was not powered to run Windows Vista, at which point I switched to Ubuntu and joined the Linux world for a while.
I think it's worth noting at this point that most of the computers that shipped with Vista did not actually run Vista.
Yep.
Right? Like, I mean, well, they were like, we're talking about, these were, I don't know what Vista's deal was. This was peak Microsoft shipping hardware that couldn't run, or sorry, the x86 computer companies shipping machines with Vista that could not run Vista.
Yep. So this was around 2007.
Okay. 2007. So Vista, is that what killed it for you?
Yep. So Vista made me switch to Linux, and I ran Ubuntu for a year or two.
All right. And what happens next?
Then I buy a 13-inch white MacBook that has been refurbished.
Okay. All right. And is that that's like, have you owned a Windows computer like yourself? I know you use one at work today, but have you owned a Windows computer since then?
I have not.
All right. And the transition from Ubuntu to the MacBook, like what's going through your head?
Part of it was peer pressure because at that time, the nonprofit we worked at were all in on Mac. You and I had started talking. You were the biggest Apple fanboy ever for a time. Perhaps you still are. Perhaps.
Oh,
not.
I love the Mac. I absolutely love the Mac. Yeah. I may waffle on other things, Jonathan, but the Mac I love. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really when I started. I was doing more work, and like it didn't make sense for me to compile stuff. Our acquaintance wanted me to get into playing World of Warcraft, which is difficult to run through Ubuntu, and yeah, so that was that. So I bought that refurbed MacBook 13, 4 years maybe. And then I inherited your workhorse MacBook Pro.
Okay. Do you know like roughly what year we're talking about when this MacBook 13-inch comes out?
2008 or 9. Maybe fall 2009.
2009. When does the MacBook 13-inch come out? Let's see if I can find a date. See, this is so tricky because it's all showing me the M5s, and I want the original. Okay, we'll look up that later. Okay, all right.
But it was definitely refurbed. I'm fairly certain it was refurbed. I didn't buy it new.
Could you ever tell?
No.
Yeah, Apple refurbs are legit. I bought a couple of refurbs, no regrets. All right, so longtime Mac user Jonathan Kohlmeier is now going to describe to us how he uses his Mac.
Very much to record this podcast.
All right.
Do you have a follow-up question?
Oh, I've got lots of follow-up questions. So, Jonathan, right now on your Mac, where is your dock? Is it to the left, to the bottom, or to the right?
I have to check because I hardly use it. It is to the left.
To the left. Okay. And this is maybe the next question. Do you have auto hide on?
Yes.
All right. So why is it on your left with auto hide?
Probably because I never use it.
I don't believe it comes out of the box, Jonathan, on the left. It comes out of the box on the bottom.
So honestly, this has been carried over across many, many computers.
So any speculation why you configured it to use the left?
So definitely auto hide I did because of it takes up too much space otherwise, especially when you don't have an external display. On the left, I don't know if you convinced me to put it on the left or if it comes from the gaming days.
Why would gaming have made you put it to the left?
Because in World of Warcraft specifically, at the bottom is where all the controls are.
Okay, so World of Warcraft is why it's on. I'm going to go with that. World of Warcraft is why it's on your left. All right. Today, I know you say you don't use it a lot, but today, if you hover over your dock, what apps do you have there?
I have Finder, Messages, Safari, Contacts, Calendar, Notes, FaceTime, Numbers, App Store. I have Simple Note here still, Stan, which I probably haven't opened in at least 2 years.
So your dock literally has just
Defaults.
junk.
Well, yeah.
Some defaults, it sounds like. Is Mail in the dock?
Mail is not in the dock. I also do not use Mail on my MacBook.
Oh, at all?
At all.
Wow. Okay, so how do you check your email?
Generally, I use Gmail in a pinned tab in Safari.
Okay, interesting. Tell me, why have you never configured Gmail to pop up into Apple Mail?
It probably is configured there. I just don't love the mail experience on the Mac.
When was the last time you tried the mail experience on the Mac?
Several
experience?
years.
Okay. All right.
I do use the mail app on my iPad and my iPhone.
Oh, even more fascinating. All right. You said FaceTime is on your dock. When was the last time you clicked the FaceTime app?
Probably when we would record the podcast over FaceTime.
That was several years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No music app in the dock?
No music app in the dock. I don't know how often I open music on my computer either.
Fascinating. Okay, but Numbers is there, I presume, for budgeting stuff?
Numbers is there probably from budgeting stuff. I guess I still use it fairly regularly for budgeting stuff.
Okay. All right. We've learned a lot. Now, next question, light mode, dark mode, or auto switch?
I'm in light mode right now, so I assume it's just light mode.
Really? You don't auto switch on your Mac?
I'll go into settings and see, Stan.
It's quite late there, Jonathan. I would think that you would have okay. All right, hold up. On your iPad, do you have auto switch enabled or no?
I would have to look on the iPad. I do on the phone.
This is so fascinating. I find it intriguing that your settings they don't match across your surface areas, and also that like this mail thing is blowing my mind. You don't use it on the Mac, but you use it everywhere else.
Right.
So what's the verdict? Auto switch on or not?
I can't even find where it is, Stan.
Oh, Jonathan, you go up to system settings, and then you go to appearance.
Appearance. There we go. I was in displays. It is default.
The default is auto for me, Jonathan. What does that mean?
Folder color is automatic. Okay, so appearance is auto mode.
Okay, so you do use dark mode. You just have no idea to use it. What's your liquid glass setting? Are you clear or tinted?
why am I not in dark mode, Stan? If it auto
Well,
switches.
the next discussion would be around your night shift. Do you have
Okay.
night shift enabled or any of those settings?
So I have clear liquid glass on.
Okay.
Where are the night shift settings?
So if you go, they ruined system settings. I love this. Dear listener, we're teaching Jonathan how to use his Mac in real time. So go to the displays option on system settings. And then you'll see at the bottom, there's an advanced button and there's a night shift button.
Mm-hmm.
And night shift has a schedule sunset to sunrise and then color temperature.
Night shift is off. My guess is because I got annoyed at things looking dirty.
Oh, interesting. So I think this is what drives the auto dark mode, because I feel like, see, on the phone this is so much more intuitive, but I'm pretty sure that's what drives it, Jonathan.
So I should turn it on.
Well, try it and see what goes on. I mean, I have a much more different gradient in terms of Jonathan. Oh, this is interesting. On the light until sunset is an option for the appearance.
I wonder if it's not sunset has surely happened already.
All right. Well,
It's been rainy all day.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going here. Okay.
All right.
Your desktop right now. What do you have on your desktop?
A whole bunch of crap, Stan.
Really? Like, okay. Are we talking about like 5 things, 10 things, 20 things?
Way more.
Really?
It's mostly a bunch of screenshots, which just need to be cleaned up. And this is a testament to how little I use my MacBook these days.
Do you use stacks on your desktop?
Stacks? No, I have widgets.
Do you know? Okay, hold on. Wait. Do you know what stacks are?
I do not.
All right. On your desktop, right click and check use stacks. Let's see what John's reaction is.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
All right, Jonathan, what happened?
Ooh, I don't really like how it expands, though. So basically, I've got like smart folders.
It groups things logically, is what I would say. Yeah.
Well, now it's gonna make me not actually go in and delete a bunch of stuff, Stan.
Do you need to delete anything? Like, what's your hard drive usage right now, Jonathan?
I probably do not need to delete anything.
Do you know how to find your hard drive?
Is a different story. So generally, I'm going to go to my home folder, and I have 621 gigabytes available.
Okay, all right. So you don't need to delete anything on your desktop. Use stacks. All right. Let's go on to the next thing.
It's junk, Stan.
I feel like this is a segue into the inbox zero generation topic, but we won't do that today. Do you use mission control?
No, not on.
I don't know what mission control is
at all. I do.
Okay.
You might even have it on a hot corner.
Oh, that was another question I was going to ask. Do you have a hot corner configured?
I don't have mission control configured.
Okay, at all. So even if you do like a 3-finger swipe up or down?
Ooh, there we go.
So you do have mission control, you just never use it, which probably means you don't use spaces then as well.
I do not.
Okay. Do you use Stage Manager?
I do not.
All right. So mission control, spaces, Stage Manager, all window management tools. Jonathan, why don't you use these?
Because I haven't had a need, Stan.
How many apps do you have running right now?
3.
I have 9.
Well, 4 if you count system settings, which I haven't closed yet.
Okay. All right. All right. Have you ever used QuickNote?
I have, not recently.
Okay. And why not?
I mean, usually I have the Notes app open now when I'm on my Mac to record the podcast.
Okay, so you just always have the Notes app open. That's fine. That's fine. What does Spotlight do in 2026, Jonathan?
That is pretty much how I launch everything. So,
which is what I would have guessed based upon the fact that your dock seems to be completely rotten. Okay, so you use Spotlight for what?
Mostly to launch apps on the Mac.
Do you ever look for files?
No.
No. Do you ever use it to find a phone number, an email address?
I will use it to find a contact if needed. Again, that generally is not happening on my MacBook. That's going to happen on my phone.
Huh. So have you ever like opened up Spotlight and typed Tim McGraw and then filtered to music?
I have not.
No? Oh,
No.
all right. So you don't use it to just kick up a random song.
Not on the Mac. No, again, I don't use the music app on
All
the
right.
Mac.
This is fascinating. This is fascinating.
I'm just going to say, hey, dingus, and it's going to play on my HomePod mini. So,
But will it? Will it though? That's the question.
with Tim McGraw, yes.
With Tim McGraw. Here, we could try this. Hey Dingus, play Tim McGraw in the kitchen. John, the HomePod didn't even light up. It didn't even pretend to.
That's because you said the word so
I
that
said
we
dingus.
don't set off everybody else.
I didn't even realize what I was doing. Hey Siri, play Tim McGraw in the kitchen. I wonder.
Okay, here's Tim McGraw in the kitchen.
Oh, it played it in the kitchen, Jonathan. That is a rare success of Siri. Speaking of which, do you ever
You get
use
into
Siri
more
on-
trouble when you ask for a specific song.
They're trying to figure out how to stop it in the other room. I love it. What do you use Siri on your Mac at all?
No,
Do you have the Hey Dingus thing even set up
I
on
do.
your Mac? Okay.
I didn't even test out Apple Intelligence on the Mac when it came out. So
Really? Do you even have it enabled then?
I think I do have it enabled.
Huh. I have just recently re-enabled the Hey Dingus on the Mac. I actually had it turned off for a while.
Well, generally, if you say it in your office, how many devices are going to light up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe six. Yeah. So, but it's a light day in the office. I did switch to doing the press command twice and it'll pull up Siri. Did yours do that?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So Jonathan has that. All right. Jonathan, do you consider yourself a power user?
Probably not on the Mac anymore.
Not anymore. Okay.
I don't think I'm really a power user in anything except HubSpot these days.
Oh, what about the Vision Pro? Surely you're a power user on the Vision Pro, Jonathan.
I mean, I use the Vision Pro occasionally, but does that make me a power user?
In the world of Vision Pro, I would dare say yes. If you use it once every 3 weeks, you are a power user.
I have installed the YouTube app, and occasionally I'll put it on to watch something on the TV app.
I mostly use the Juno app for YouTube because I bought that. I don't even remember. Like it cost something, but I bought
Probably
that originally.
functions better than the YouTube app last time I tried it.
It probably does, but I can't even remember what it looks like when I open it. It's probably just I don't know. It's probably just a Safari browser version of YouTube. But
so I think Retrocade put out a Vision Pro thing, which I'm interested to try.
I don't know what this is, Jonathan.
It's like a Apple Arcade thing that has all the classic games on it. Not all of them, but you could play like Galaga.
Is that your jam?
I mean, there is a nostalgic piece of me that enjoys that kind of stuff.
Oh, I see. They've got the old Centipede and Frogger and
Asteroids.
How do they have the rights to these? Pac-Man? I mean, these are all trademarked and copyrighted, and who knows what else. They must be doing some crazy licensing. Huh. Well, all right. So you've thought about installing it, though. You have not. You have not installed it.
I have not on the Vision Pro.
I feel like that.
I was watching movies on my TV this weekend too, Stan, instead of in the Vision Pro, so that was probably a miss.
Why?
I don't know.
So this is fascinating to me, right? Because you are the Vision Pro sycophant in my life. You're the only person I know that has one besides myself.
Right.
Which
I pretty much forced your hand to buy it, didn't I?
Well, I couldn't imagine a world in which you had one and I didn't. Like I was getting serious FOMO leading up to it. But I almost suspect that I might use it more often than you.
I go through spurts. So recently, probably that's true.
What's the last thing that you watched on the Vision Pro?
Probably Shrinking, one of the episodes of Shrinking.
Oh, you watched Shrinking? Why Shrinking? On that, like, if I'm going to pull out the Vision Pro, that's probably not where I'm going.
I mean, generally, it's a basically controlled environment. It's like my, what do they call those rooms? I don't know. But I can basically shut out the rest of the world if I go in and I have my noise cancellation on and I'm looking at the moon or Jupiter or whatever in the background. And then I've got the TV.
You're either describing like an insane asylum or a man cave. I'm actually not sure which.
Oh, it's like a, what are they called?
Like a blackout room or something?
Something like that. Like
Huh.
cuts down on the senses.
Okay, we're getting into the crazy train area, but that's all right. I'll embrace it. I'll embrace it. Have you watched A Night at the BBC Proms?
No.
Oh, I think you'd actually like this. It's a concert, a classical music concert. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
How new is that?
I don't know. A few weeks. I watched it a while ago. This is why I'm surprised. Like, when was the last time you're certain you put on the Vision Pro?
I do not know.
Okay, so the world's most expensive paperweight. Funny enough, though, I'm just going to digress for a minute.
I did charge it so that I didn't have to wait for 10 minutes before I put it on next time. So
mine is pretty much plugged into the wall all the time, so it's never not charged. But I listened to an episode of the Versions podcast recently. So from The Verge, I've talked about this before, and they did an episode just about the Mac. Talked about the 1984 commercial, like all the things, right? And talked about the cost versus the power, and like it wasn't quite ready for mass adoption. And John Gruber, who was a guest on this episode, constantly made reference to the Vision Pro being similar in the sense that it was an early prototype of the thing that would take over, the technology space. All this to say, he seems to be bullish on the long-term perspective of the Vision Pro. I'm still out. The jury's still out for me. In fact, I got an ad for refurbished Meta glasses from Ray-Bans, and I'm a little bit curious. Because I think that's actually the form factor that I want. So,
yeah, the Vision Pro is heavy.
It's very heavy. All of the things that they showed and demoed where people are out and about with it, I think those are totally made up. I don't think those are real use cases.
What was the cool like cooking app that they had? And like, I can't imagine cooking with this thing on.
Oh yeah. Man, I can see it. I can see the app. Like, I don't remember. I can't remember. I can't imagine cooking with it either too. Like the splatter. I don't think I'd want to get the splatter of stuff you're cooking on it. Like, I don't know. It doesn't, I'm not there. I think it's an entertainment device. That's what I'm pretty sure it is. It's basically,
I think that there's probably a productivity play too with the massive Mac screen. I think there is some improvement to go to make that more seamless. I don't know if technology is there to do it.
When was the last time you did that? The extended display?
Probably December.
Okay. Were you out in public or were you just at home?
Just at home.
Have you ever worn it out in public?
I have not. I have considered taking it on an airplane. The problem is the size again. And like, do I really want to carry this thing around when I travel?
Everyone and their mother will talk to you about it when you pull it out.
Yeah, see, that's just a good reason for my introverted self to not.
I have gone to a coffee shop with it, with my Mac for the extended display capability. I actually really like that as a feature. I do sometimes think that I should have gotten the eye inserts, the glasses inserts. Maybe I still can't. I don't know. Maybe I should just.
I think you can.
I don't know. Are those mostly for nearsighted people or farsighted people?
They're for farsighted people, meaning you can't see things close to you.
Yeah. See, nearsighted is I'm nearsighted, so but I'm not too far from reading glasses, I'm sure, Jonathan. All right, last thing before we wrap up. Othello. Have you started Othello?
I have started Othello. I am in Act 2. I finished Scene 1. Scene 2 is like a paragraph, and I don't think I've read it yet.
Okay. I am in Scene 1 of Act 2, and I'm just curious because you've never read Othello.
I've never read Othello.
You're not done. I'm not going to ask you to judge the whole play, but first impressions, Act 1 impressions.
Act 1 impressions. Right now it is taking me time to understand what's going on, which I think is typical of the non-popular Shakespeare plays, like super popular. But right now I am intrigued on how he is setting up the characters and where this will all lead.
You're on a desert island. You can choose one person for the rest of your life. It's either Iago, Roderigo, or Brabantino. Who do you choose? It's tough, right? This is a play of jerks.
Roderigo.
Oh, fascinating. I'll be okay. So
I think Iago could be fun, but he also will probably eat me. So
yeah. All right. So Act 1, John wants to be on a desert island with Roderigo. Just to be clear, I've read it a couple of times. Of those three, I'm choosing Brabantino. But we'll get your Act 2 take here in a future episode. That's fascinating. I would not have guessed that. But
I mean, Brabantino, I think you probably like his style more than I do. So.
He's the angry father. Yeah, you will be him someday. I already am. That's what it amounts to. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Jonathan, I am looking forward to hearing your updates. This is one that I have read several times, as I think I mentioned in a previous episode. And so I am looking forward to getting your take because I like this one. Othello is near and dear to my heart.
So far, I like Othello.
Yeah.
But I think I see where the tragedy is headed.
That's funny. You have no background on the story then?
No, I don't.
Okay. There was a movie a number of years ago for Othello, and I never saw it. I wonder if it's any good. It's probably not.
Actually, different topic, but you know what I watched last night?
What?
Clear and Present Danger.
Oh, that's an old movie, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
How did it stand up?
Harrison Ford's acting is better in Shrinking than it is in Clear and Present Danger.
Oh, fascinating! Because I feel like he's not.
You feel like he always plays the same character. So Shrinking, I think, is worth your time, Stan.
So he's not Han Solo in Shrinking.
Correct.
Okay, because he was Han Solo in Indiana Jones.
Correct.
And what's the one where he's president on the plane? Air Force One, right?
Air Force One, yeah.
Yeah. Because that was Han Solo on Air Force One.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you've seen him recently on any of the late night shows, but that's basically Han Solo.
Fair enough. Was he Han Solo in the Avengers movie that I haven't watched?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Han Solo pretended to be the general. I'm blanking on his name now. Yeah. Han Solo is Red Hulk. That was a bust.
Okay.
I had high hopes for him in that role too, but what can you do? So,
yeah.
All right, Jonathan, I think that's as good a place as any to end a blending of Othello, Han Solo, and Marvel. What more could Liz possibly ask for? And Max. They were Max earlier.
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan, we'll talk to you next time, my friend.
All right, later. Bye.
That's a wrap, yo. Time to unplug. Stan and John just served that mug. Twist of lemon, sharp and clean. Truth and tech on your podcast screen. Catch us next time, don't let it slip. Wisdom packed in every clip. From faith to fiber, finance to code. We're taking the mic down the open road. Stay sharp, stay bold. That's the theme with a lemon twist and a pod stream. Dream.